Hey, what's up guys? Yes, it's Heath and welcome back to a brand new video. I know I've not uploaded a video in over like a year, but I just have had a lot going on in the past couple years. COVID, everything going on. There's a lot of stuff's been happening here recently. I lost my grandfather like 2 years ago, and I just never really felt like uploading a lot. But ever since my last video, I've actually moved, guys. I've actually moved to Tennessee. I specifically live in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge area, and today we're in Gallenberg, and I've decided, maybe we could go do a couple of things in or around town in Gallenberg. I'm going to go to my two-time favorite places. First is the Arcadia Space Needle. We're going to go up to the top of the Space Needle in this video. And then we're also going to go to the Hollywood Cars and Stars Museum. Maybe I'll give you guys a little inside fact about some of the cars inside. So I want you guys to join me on this trip. Let's go. Hey guys, Future Jared here real quick, editing the video. I just wanted to go ahead and apologize real quick for the simple fact that every time I turned around I said that each and every car was in pristine condition and was probably movie used. I do apologize for that because I've literally not made a YouTube video in so long. I really did not know what to say. So I do apologize about that, but yeah, let's get back on with the video. Hey guys, so I'm in the Hollywood Cars and Stars Museum. Alright guys, so when you guys walk up the steps, you guys will get a glimpse of Christine. This is the book that was turned into a movie. It's originally a Stephen King book, and it was turned into a movie by John Carpenter. A little interesting known fact tidbit about this car is this is actually part of an original 1957 Plymouth Fury. If you guys look, you guys can see part of somebody's feet up under the car. But this is actually not a full car. Like every other car inside of this museum is a full car. This one right here perhaps is actually just a kind of like a facade thing, so it's only like half of the car. The guy who originally sold it to him would only sell them the front part of the car because he wanted the rest of it. So it's actually just a little piece that's just there. So I thought that was really cool to know and find out from some. This is the Monsters Dragula. It's the drag car from the Monsters show. And now usually I would stop in here and watch some of these, but I'm not really feel like sitting and watching. So if you guys do not know, the Hollywood Cars and Stars Museum is a thing that is owned by George Barris, and he's one of the main people that is involved in all the Hollywood cars and stuff like that. He makes all the different ones for the movies. Each and every single one of the cars that are in here is all from some of your classic movies like James Bond, GoldenEye, and each and every car. So for instance, this one right here is the car that was designed for James Dean's Rebel Without a Cause movie, and this is the actual car that was cursed that James Dean drove in. And right there is his last car. It shows you in that picture right over there the exact car that it was, and George Barris set out to recreate the famous James Dean cursed car. James Dean's little bastard. Now if you come over here, they used to have this set up as Hill Valley at one point in time, but has recently been changed to the Transformers as Bumblebee. Now, this is the classic 1977 Camaro from the movie. And if you see the little disco ball that was in the car, and each detail on each and every single one of the cars is extremely immaculate. But this is from, like I said, the Transformers 2007 movie. And then here's the one from the 2019 1967 Beetle from the Transformers movie with Haley Steinfeld. Now, each and every single part in this car, if you look on the wheel, you will see the little Transformers logo. Like I said, each car in here, guys, is an exact replica and thing that was used in a movie car. Each and every detail on the cars is just immaculate. And here is a pretty famous car. Most of you guys would know it. This is Smokey and the Bandit by Burt Reynolds, guys. It's a classic movie. It's a 1977 Pontiac Trans Am. Movie, like I said, probably the movie used car. Not the original, but one of the movie used cars. This right here, guys, is Knight Rider. The motorcycle with Nicolas Cage. I shouldn't have to explain it. And this right here, guys, is a replica jalopy from the Beverly Hillbillies movies. Specifically the older one back from the olden days. But it's a 1922 Oldsmobile touring sedan. And usually, Granny will have a few words to say. Okay, and this right here is from, I have no idea. First, now, if you guys are a fan of the older shows, such as, the Andy Griffith Show, this is Don Knotts. This is his official used car, and it says the glove box of this car has been autographed by Don Knotts. And right there it is, you guys. This is the car that has been signed by Don Knotts. This was his police car that was used in the Andy Griffith Show, the Mayberry Courthouse, you guys. Now, as soon as you guys come around the corner, you guys will see the Joe's Storm Chaser from the movie Twister, starring Helen Hunt. This is her 1982 Jeep pickup. Now, I am reading off of some of the placards that are in here, you guys. Like I said, all these cars in here are either screen used or replicas from each and every single movie. Some of the classic movies. This is from MASH, the old TV show. This is the Jeep, the Army Jeep from the show. Now, as soon as you guys turn and you walk in, you guys will see the Jeep Cherokee Rover for the movie Logan. It's Wolverine's vehicle that was used in the movie. I mean, I've never seen the movie, so I'm not really quite sure. But this is the vehicle from the movie. And like I said, each and every single one of these, so you look inside, most of them will have the special seats in them that are used in movies for the stunt drivers or the people that are driving them. Now, guys, this is my all-time favorite classic car. Hi, guys. This is the all-time favorite classic car of mine that's in here. This is the 1959 Cadillac hearse made by the Miller Media Company. This is for the Ghostbusters car, and it's all classic. Each and every single bit of it is all classic. And I do apologize about the music in the background. You'll see why that's playing in a minute. But yeah, this car is just in like extreme immaculate condition for the age that it's in and everything. But yeah, this is, like I said, it's a screen used car. If you guys look inside, You can see all their tech equipment and everything like that inside the car. And on the inside here, there is a plate. At one point in time, I believe they were trying to get each and every single one of the cast members to sign it, but I don't think they ever got around to it. Okay, so once you come over to the side from the Ghostbusters car, you come over to Paul McCartney's Cadillac. And on the inside, they got Paul McCartney's guitar. We got a pair of his shoes, a couple pairs of his shoes in the back, actually, with a drum and everything. Over here is another classic movie car, which is the DMC Delorean, used in the Back to the Future movies. This is from the one with I think it was part 1, was the car that was used. This one is the one where Marty takes and puts the thing up, and you can see right there it's showing on the screen what he's doing. But this is the one where he, had to catch the lightning rod in order to get back in time. And I can barely see in there because it's so low and I'm really tall. But if you look right back there, there's the flux capacitor that charges up the whole entire car. And really the interesting thing about this is they have some of the screen used movie props, such as the sunglasses from Back to the Future 2, his hat from the movie, the dehydrated Pizza Hut things, the sports almanac, and the barcode license plate from the Back to the Future, and the hoverboard. And they have, like I said, they have this up here set like Hill Valley. Crazy Doc Brown over there. He looks like he's had some days. Alright. So now, whenever you come over here, I know, like I said, you guys heard Dolly Parton's music playing in the background. Once you come over here, you will actually see Dolly Parton's Cadillac. And she got her picture taken right here in front of it. And there's one of her guitars from 2009. She sold her car. This is a certificate right there, Dolly Parton's Nashville studio. She sold it. And dear Charlie, I thank you so much for the new Cadillac Escalade. It's just perfect. I have taken hybrid stickers off, but I love it. Love Dolly. So she sold it and they gave her a new car, you guys. But here's her car. It's still, like I said, most of these cars are still in pristine condition. I mean, I can give you guys a little bit more backside into the story of each and every single one of these cars. But in the back of the car, we have a pair of Dolly's heels. And it says, "To whom this may concern, this is an authentic outfit which includes pants, skirt, and a jacket in purple and gold, along with gold shoes, gold earrings." Dolly Parton. And out there you can see the outfit. Barely can see it because of the glare on the window, but that's one of her outfits that she wears. And there's a concert ticket in here from one of her shows. And this is the armrest. She signed the armrest over there, and it says, "To the Stars Cars Museum, I'm proud to be home, Dolly Parton." And it still has, I'm pretty sure it still has her original tag on it from when she lived in Williamson County, Tennessee. And it has, her signature stuff in it. Now, if you come over here, you have a 1951 Chevrolet Lumia NASCAR stock car. And this is from the movie Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise. And this is probably one that was screen used in the movie. I'm pretty sure it was. But it's so old that NASCAR does not even make cars that look like that anymore, you guys. And Because I know myself because I've been to NASCAR, and I've got a NASCAR video coming in the works for you guys because I've actually been a total of 2 times to NASCAR. The Daytona International Speedway to be exact. So this car was used by Steve McQueen in Le Mans. This is a 1966 BSA A65L 65cc Lightning car. And I do apologize about the sound in the back. I'm going to try to drown it out as much as I can. This right here is a bike that was also used in the movie. It was also built in 1966. This is what the bike is. I read the wrong thing. I don't know what the type of car is, but this is the bike that was used in the movie for something. Steve McQueen. Even though it was like, yeah, so both of these were screen used. Okay, I got you. Alright, this right here, guys, is actually from the Charlie's Angels movie. It was a car that was used for the movie, but it's the Indy car that was used. It's not that. I think it's just a replica version of it, but it looks like the actual legit car. I mean, it was pulled, but still, it's not the point. Over there, you got Candace Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, and Drew Barrymore. So moving on, this is probably going to be like the most boringest video I've made on this channel. Moving on, we have the most famous car of all, Herbie. This car is from the actual like Love Bug series. It's not from the Herbie Fully Loaded movie, but this is the screen use car for the Love Bug. They took and blew up the Disney Walt Productions ownership certificate for it. But this is, like I said, the screen used 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. Alright, now guys, once we turn around from that, you see surfers parking only, all others will be towed. This is the 1955 Ford Thunderbird driven by the Beach Boys. I guess this was the one that they used. It was driven by Dennis Wilson. I'm assuming he's one of the Beach Boys. I don't really know because I don't really... But anyway, it was signed by each and every single one of the Beach Boys, which I think is pretty cool. Once you move over, you come over to the 1953 Buick Skylark. This was actually Bob Hope's, the actor and comedian Bob Hope's car. This is what he used when he used to go play golf with all of his friends, stuff like that. I actually thought it was from a movie. It might have been used in a movie at one point in time before George Barris got a hold of it, but this used to be his car. I guess this might have been his daily driver or something like that. Once you turn from that, this is one of Elvis Presley's Lincolns that he owned at one point in time, and it's one of the many, many ones that he's owned. This one specifically is right there. You guys can look and see that this was actually previously owned by Elvis. Franklin, Tennessee. Right there it is, parked in front of Graceland. That is super cool. This is his 1975 Lincoln Continental Mark IV. There's a pair of Elvis's signature glasses inside the window. That is a very nice Lincoln. Okay. Once you turn from that corner, you come over here and you see some more of the Elvis memorabilia, such as a gun that he had customized, the certificate of authenticity, one of his golden records, one of his gold records, and a microphone. Now my whole entire favorite car that is in here, and I have been a fan of this car for many, many years. This is Michael Jackson's Mercedes. This is his, I believe it's D5 Mercedes-Benz 500 SEL. Owned and driven by Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was an American singer, Guinness World Record. And this never actually intended for the American market and imported on a very limited basis. The Mercedes-Benz 500 SEL is a very limited basis. It's a collectible in its own right. This Mercedes was originally purchased from Michael Jackson for his use on his Neverland Ranch, and later gifted for her aunt's birthday. So yes, this car was authentically purchased. This is his original vehicle. He gifted it to one of his family members. But each of these cars that are in here, like I said, I'm going to repeat this several times. Each of these cars are in pristine condition, you guys. Each and every single one of them are. Up here on the top of it, they've got it listed as Michael Jackson's Mercedes-Benz. And at one point in time, I'm pretty sure they had a fedora in the back seat. But I don't know if that's in there anymore or not. Now,
so Michael Jackson's back tag actually states, "Thanks, love Michael." I thought that was a really cool thing to have.
There is a microphone that he used and an authentic Michael Jackson glitter glove. And once you turn around, this right here is the 1966 Corvette. Wow, I can really not talk today. The Corvette Stingray that was used by Letty or Michelle Rodriguez in the movie. Like I said, each of these cars that was used in the movie all have these special seats in them, gear shifters, and everything inside of them, because they were, like I said, had to be used for all these different stunts and performances and stuff. So once you come around the corner from Letty's car, this is the Aston Martin D9 that was driven by none other than Michael Stratham. I think that's how you say his name. This is the car that they had actually destroyed, but took and rebuilt or repurposing to put it inside of this museum. I can give you guys, like I said, any well-known fact about the movies. If I, care about the movies enough, I can give you guys well-known facts. This is the Corvette Grand Sport that was used in Fast 5, I'm sorry. Like I said, all these were pretty much screen used or made differently, or a carbon copy of what the actual car was. Now this scares me every time I buy this car, because there's a little sensor on the inside that will actually go off. I'm waiting for it to. But it goes off and it makes the sound of what the car sounded like. It scares me every time because it starts up at random times. But here is the famous Mitsubishi that was driven by none other than Paul Walker. It's got all the lights, the whistles, and everything like that for the movie. All the LEDs and everything like that. Now on the inside, each and every single bit of this was taken out for purposes, but if you look on the mirror in the movie, the interior that was inside was actually metal, but for the purpose of the theater, the Cars Museum, they took all that out. But it's still a magnificent used car that was in the movie. Now each of these logos on here, all of these were, I believe some of them were on the movie, but if you go right back here, and it says, "Special thanks to Universal Studios Boost Junkies, Audio, Ben Stereo, Cool Tent, and NTRA, Hollywood Stars Cars Museum, Tennessee." See, now sometimes, guys, this is really cool. They actually do take these cars out sometimes and drive them. It's very rare that you'll see it, but they do sometimes, and I've seen it before. Here's the Rox Harley Davidson motorcycle that was driven in Furious 7. Now, I don't remember ever seeing it, but I know it was there. So, now, another thing, guys, is once you turn this corner, you come over here and you'll see the 1970 Jensen Inceptor that was driven by Letty. Now, this car, I've never really gotten close to this car, so, I mean, I don't really pay attention to most of the cars in here sometimes because I'm down here all the time. This car is actually pretty badass. I never really even came and looked at it. Alright, now the one other car that I here that is one of my favorites is this is from Michael Keaton's Batman Returns. These are a few of the items that were in the movie. This is the Batman movie prop collection. You got his batarangs, you got it's not all just from Batman Forever, but it's some of it's from Batman and Robin and then Batman and Forever. But this is the screen used car from Batman Returns with Michelle Pfeiffer, Danny DeVito, and Michael Keaton. I believe this is a
built on the chassis of a Chevy Impala, but it's all like so decked out that you can't even tell that it was originally a Chevy Impala.
Like the Batmobile from that classic movie with a turbine up in the front. And in the back, you can't really see it very well because of the way they have it parked in the corner. But in the back is that turbine engine that you see in the movie, which is pretty cool. So, and honestly, I think the car right here is actually messed up because every time I walk by it, it doesn't go off like it's supposed to. So I think the speakers got an error going on. Alright, you guys, so there's more cars that I didn't get to show you guys as soon as I walked in downstairs. But we're going to head downstairs now and look at those cars. Because there's more Fast and Furious cars downstairs. There's also the Dukes of Hazzard car. So we're going to head back down that way to go look at it. Now, there was another one I could have showed you guys, but it's just kind of like where it's kind of like blocked off. There'd really be no point in even like trying to show it. Because it's only part of the car. It's the Knight Rider car. But like I said, it's only like halfway. So there'd be no point of even trying to show that. So, let's continue downstairs. Okay, so some more classic cars that are inside of here. This was actually Mike Tyson's Lamborghini Diablo BTR Roadster in 2000. This car is fucking awesome, and I'm sorry for my language. Each of these cars, like I said, they are labeled in Tennessee. So, like I said, when they do their events and stuff, they can drive these cars around. Like I said, they're all listed in Tennessee. This is the Dodge Daytona Charger that was driven by Dom Toretto from the Fast and Furious 6 movie. Now, this car specifically does make the sound because there is a speaker inside of it, or beside it over here, that will crank up and make a sound. So we'll stay in here for just a few seconds until that does actually happen. But I do know it does it because this one does do it because I just walked past it a minute ago before I started filming. But like I said, each of these cars, they do come with their authentic certificate copies and titles of Universal Studios. So each of these cars are used in movies, or are the replicas they remake for the movies.
So this is the Flint Mobile that was used in the 1994 classic, The Flintstones. This movie featured Elizabeth Perkins, John Goodman, Rosie O'Donnell, and Rick Moranis. Now, this car was actually made out of pure styrofoam and plexiglass. And I believe most of this was used during the process of the movie. Now, I would touch it, to show you guys that this is made out of styrofoam, but I don't want to touch it because, this is a museum.
This is the Harley Davidson that was used in the Terminator Judgment Day 2. And here's what I was talking about. It finally started. But it just makes the sound as if it's cranked and running. And that's what the one for the other car was supposed to do, but it didn't because I guess the speaker box is broken. This is the 98 Ford that was used in the movie Ford vs. Ferrari with Matt Damon and Christian Bale. This is Eleanor from Gone with 60 Seconds. And then this is the most famous car of all. If you guys do not know what car this is, you're in the wrong place, wrong time, buddy. But this is actually the 1969 1969. I don't know why I said 79. But it's the 1969 Dodge Charger that was used in the original Dukes of Hazzard movie. Now, here's a really fun fact and tidbit about most of these cars. Some of these cars are actually built on a... Some of the original ones from the movie was actually built on a Ford body, or a Ford car, but with a Challenger Charger body. A lot of people don't know that. This
is a 1966 Lincoln Fortuna that was made for the original 1967 Batman series featuring Adam West. Now, a really cool and fun tidbit about this car is this was actually a futuristic car that they wanted to use. Now, another little series fact about this is they actually filmed the courthouse scene once. So every time that you're seeing anything filmed for the Batman series, all of it, the courthouse scene was just filmed once, so each and every time they get a call, it's them running out of that courthouse, same scene every time. Now, once you guys walk away and you guys come over here and you see the thing over here behind the car, this is actually the some of the props they used. They said they wanted to make this random platform with just like random little things like the bat translator, the bat analyzer, and the anti-bat sonic device. They just threw random things on there. If you look, you see a little sensor for like an alarm or something. But yeah, like I said, this is what the car looked like.
This is another one of my favorite cars over here, which is Brian's Skyline GTR from the Furious 7 movie. This is his one last ride before the accident that he had, unfortunately. And over there is the Avengers car. Now, we are going to make our way out of here, and there's a few more cars over here to look at, but other than that, there's not really much else to show. And unfortunately, it's raining outside, so you can't really see the details on this car as well, but you can still see it. So, but this is driven by Scott Eastwood, Little Nobody from the movie. Over there, you've got a car that was driven in NCIS. It's the Challenger, the 2010 Challenger. And over here, you have the 1970 Challenger, cannot talk today, that was in NCIS, and it was driven by Mccartney. This was also used in the Bucket List with Nicolas Cage and, Jack Nicholson, I'm sorry, and Morgan Freeman was used in this movie. And right here, sitting in the dashboard, there's a picture of Mark Harmon and the guy who originally owned the car before he bought it. I guess it's Ralph White, something like that. So yeah, but that includes the part of my vlog for the Gallenberg Hollywood Cars and Stars Museum. If you guys you guys can, I know these videos are made all the time, but you guys can come check it out for you guys yourself to actually get a more in-depth feel of the cars and whatnot. But just come check it out for you guys yourself. Now we're gonna go to the Space Needle, my other favorite thing, and then we might do something else. I don't know, spontaneous. I haven't figured that out yet. Another little thing that I forgot to show, and I keep forgetting about it because it's just so small and you can barely see it. But when you walk out of the Cars Museum, you have this little version of Kirby that was used on Disney on Ice. So that's a plus. Guys who do not know and have not yet to be, the Gallenberg Space Needle is 407 feet off the ground. It starts on the base of the arcade and it goes all the way up. Once you get up there, it gives you a view of the Great Smoky Mountains and all that. Okay guys, we are going up to the top of the Gatlinburg Space Needle. So, oh my god, I pushed the wrong button. Usually the staff will push it, but I know some people, so. But anyway, this they have a glass elevator that you guys can look out of as you're going up. Like I said, the Space Needle is 407 feet off of the ground. It starts down here at the base of the Arcadia, the arcade at the bottom. There's a 2,730 square foot, I think, arcade. I'm pretty sure it is. Like I said, it just takes you a ride up to the top, and like I said, you got your glass elevators all the way through. It is kind of raining and it's kind of foggy out, so there's not really much of a clear view of the outside. But you get the gist, like. We are almost to the top. Once we get up there, now they do have their green lights on that are reflecting up at the top of the Space Needle right now at the current moment. So there's, like I said, there's the whole view. Now you do get a view of a pretty good view of Gatlinburg. They also have some of the sightseeing, whatchamacallits up at the top. I can't really think of what they're called right now, so I can't. The sightseeing things. You guys know what I'm talking about. You'll see when we get up here and I'll show you guys. So we're almost to the top. We just made it to the top, so we're about to head out. And we will see what your view is and what you can expect when you come to the top of the Space Needle. So it is very, very slippery up here at the current moment. But as soon as you walk out, you do get a pretty good view of the streets of Gatlinburg. Now,
so during the time of filming this, it is very foggy up there, so I do suggest going like when the weather is pretty clear and sunny, because you guys can get more of a greater view.
A lot that you guys can look at right now due to the weather, because like I said, it is pretty foggy, so you guys can't really see like the wind kind of like sorry, the angle, but like the wind kind of like affects everything up here. But like I said, you guys can come up here during the daytime when it's not raining, and you guys can actually look north, south, east, or west. You guys can look out through the whole entire subdivision of Gallenberg and the Great Smoky Mountains. So that's really like one cool thing that you guys can do when y'all come visit. And let's see if we can get it to focus in there. No, don't think it can. Yeah, it's not gonna happen because the end of this thing is blurry because it's got rain on it. I'm really trying here and I don't even know why, but the viewing lens is not currently an option at the moment, but this, just like I said, it just gives you, when you're up here during the daytime or any time during the day, or when it's pretty clear out where it's not raining, you do, like I said, get a really good view. And I do recommend coming up and trying the Gallenberg Space Needle, because the view, phenomenal. So I think we're going to end this vlog here, guys. I do plan on trying to at least do a few more vlogs, you know, now that we're kind of like out and I'm out and about more than I used to be. And there's a whole lot more over in Gallenberg and Pigeon Forge than there is where I used to live in North Carolina. But yeah, guys, until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you guys want to see for another video. Peace out.